Hello and welcome to ConsoleTraining.com's show tricks and programming video. My name is Alex Hughes, and today is going to be a bit more casual than some of our other lessons. We're basically going to go through a couple of little tricks that we have, or I have, for setting up an MA wing, and also a bit of step-by-step guide to using a visualizer. The equipment that we will be using today is a MA2 command wing, Light Converse Media Edition, not that matters, and we are running that in ArtNet. And I've also got my MIDI fighter little USB MIDI controller set up next to me as well, and we'll be programming off that, and I'll show you a couple of little quick tricks you can do with that as well. We may also do some bit mapping stuff. We'll see how we go. So the first thing we'll do is we'll jump in and we'll have a look at our standard view. So you can see we've got a lovely view of our desk with my hand. We've got the visualizer up top, and then we've got MA on the side. Now MA we've currently got is totally empty, so I haven't added anything. All we've done is we've patched in the fixtures we're using today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fork the show file, and we're going to call it console training video, just so I can export both show files later and give them to you so you can have a play around. We may also need to dive into MA on PC just to get it some of the positions correct, which will be fine. I can do that. Cool. All right. Anyway, let's begin. So let's create our view, which we've been through before. I recently received a couple of queries and ended up writing a guide to how I lay out my screens, and I'm basically going to replicate a similar version of that now. Oh, delete preset. I did have a quick play around. This is the same show file that I intended to use in the last video, but unfortunately it didn't take, which was quite embarrassing. That's alright. Delete preset 3.13. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just culling all my presets, just to make sure that they're not in there. I can probably leave those, but we'll colour them anyway. So you can see down the bottom of my command line I'm typing delete preset and the number of the preset. So up here you can see colour is 4, so 4.1 through, and press enter and it clears it. And then do I need, I might do a beam as well. Yeah, we'll do beam. Delete preset 5.1 through. Ooh. Delete preset 5.1 through. There we go, that's better. And also a really small focus one, just for the fun of it. Will just be effects. So once that's done, I'm going to just store this as a view. I'm going to call it programming, and we'll only use screen 2. Now we'll do our nice little import trick. We'll go auto create, we'll grab everything and we'll go create all, create 8 groups, and then we'll tell it that I want gobo, color, beam, we won't do those. And we'll do that for, let's see, the robes, the sharpies, the auras I'll auto create, those I'll auto create. So I can only need the sharpie and the 350s probably. Yeah, those are the only ones that I can't merge. So I'm going to go merge presets. It's going to create 62 presets. Also, for the fun of it, we'll create a channel page for our sun strips. And I'll do that off the command line. So you can do that by pressing assign channel 1 through, and then going to your channel page and pressing the button on the top of the first fader. So we'll jump back into this view for a sec so you can see my hand, and I'm just going to press the top button and it's going to create a channel page. which is interestingly only 10 wide, which means that there is some weird default setting in here that is preventing me from making them full pages. Channel page width, we want a full page. Then if we do that trick again, sign channel 1 through, it should create 1 through 10. Interesting. Oh, I see, because it's split it, because we're in, wing mode? No, but we will be. Oh no, it is, it's in wing mode, that's why. So it's only splitting it by 10. So I can go up in 5s. I didn't know that that's what it did for here. Interesting. Anyway, we'll drop back into fader pages and screen 2. So we'll check that all our fixtures work. We'll bring up our robins, which are across the back. Take it out of fine mode. Yep, they look fine. We'll do our sharpies, we'll put them in highlight mode. There are 4, there is actually 1 hidden behind the person. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it in highlight mode, we'll do the auras. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2Ks, 1, 2, and yeah, I hate 2Ks. Anyway, our strobe, our sun strips, our 350s, and our Nexus panels. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to unite our colour palettes. And it's really simple these days because we have the lovely colour picker. So that means we can grab all of our rig, take it out of highlight mode, and I'm going to create an all group for the moment, just call it all, and then I can drag it into the red, go add it, and everything should be in red. Other than that, not put the sharpies in red. Interesting. So if we go red on the wheel, interesting. That is not red. Well, that's better. And we'll just call this, we'll merge, and we'll go red, and we'll go blue. 350s aren't really liking, because it's trying to colour match to that. This thing, blue. All our colours are out of sequence, which is a pain, but we'll merge the, before I continue, we'll merge the colour wheel fixtures first. So we'll bring up the sharpies, we'll put them in red, so that it isn't really red. Merge. My phone is ringing. I'm not going to answer it. Cool. Into voicemail. Lovely. Because I realised I couldn't pause the video. Anyway, yes. Good for you. And now we've got to grab our 350s. Do the same. They should work. Yeah, they work off the bat. Alright, let's just go through and see what we don't have. Green works. Yellow, blue. Blue does actually work. Oh yeah, blue does work. Alright. Well, maybe we're not in such a bad state. I thought the visualizer, light converse is fantastic, but with everything you should really, if you're using it on shows, you should always have one of the actual fixtures beside you just so you can compare. Just as a bit of advice. Anyway, so we'll quickly check the Sharpies now. Red. Yeah, all these colours are slightly off centre. Oh, they should be alright. They'll be fine for this. Right, so we'll go red, which works. Go for our blue. Green. And we'll make sure white works, because it's always a preset people forget to create. Alright, now we'll do our positions reasonably quickly. We've got on stage, we've got just a very small band. We'll start with our through fixtures. We'll start with our robins actually. I do like using LED lights as backlight. It kind of looks nice to get that lovely halo effect. Okay, I think that looks a bit. I'm always big on symmetry, making things look clean. Cool, lovely. Alright, now we'll grab all those. The thing that my screen is actually missing is a programmer window, so we'll just select them off this. Go store, position, and we'll call it stage. We'll call it wash for the moment. And we'll have a look. Oh, the zoom's sitting at 50%, so I've got plenty to play if I need to wash it out. Yeah, lovely, cool. Alright. And auras, we'll do the same. Lovely red. Like that. First one. What I'm trying to do with the auras, light up the band, but also fill in those gaps that the 300s weren't hitting. I might actually, I don't know, across this one. The same thing, we'll grab our auras, store, wash, merge, clear, bring everything into position, go right out, clear, highlight, and we'll drop it into red and we'll see whether it looks alright, which it does, which is good. A little less face light than I'd like on the drummer and the guitarist, but that's okay. No one cares about the guitarist. Also, I think if we zoom them out, they look fine. Lovely. Alright. Now we've got our 350s to focus. Red. Art mode again. Cross them over. If I can get the drummer. Go. Bit of a crappy shot because it's cutting off her legs. Oh, screw the drummer. This action, cool. And we'll grab our 350s again, and we'll go store. And we'll call it band. Now, what do we got left? We got our beam fixtures, which could be interesting. Here's one being called at 9 PM. Anyway. Oh dear. Might select maybe a different colour. Up to odds and evens. That would be why. Add that. Blue, go to the first one. There we go, that's better. I would have preferred to have them in a line. It's okay, we'll having 4 beams is a bit pointless, I reckon, but we'll make it. And we'll grab our Sharpies and we'll call them up. Call it beam position. Because they won't move too much. I'll run effects over them, but that's pretty much it. Our hideous MA2Ks. Oh, they both came up and they didn't even have any CMY flags stuck in them. It's not a proper visualization of a 2K, is it? Right, so what I want with these 2Ks is I want them to be backlight for the singer. So I'll position one and then I'll just grab the second one. So we'll make sure that that's symmetrical. Take the look, that's exactly what I want. Grab our 2Ks and a little tired today. And we'll call this singer. I'm also recording another sort of beamy look position for him. Bring him down, and then I'll use my align command. Rotate them. Section. And we'll call this beams. We'll merge this onto our beam position. Then we'll save. That's all good people do. And what else have we got here? That's it, I think. Yeah. Alright, so the next thing we'll do is we'll import some effects. And then we'll open our macros, which I've probably already got a macro here for, yep, and we'll use the assign effect, and we want special master 3.1 and effect 1 through, and we'll put all the effects on one speed master. Then we'll do something tricky. We'll put them on as the master fader. And now let's have a look. Let's grab our sun strips, take them at a highlight, and we'll run a dimmer chase. Go. Half speed, I think that's Yeah, I got plenty of playing that. Alright, cool. And then we'll check our Nexus. God, those are punchy. I'll do exactly what I want them to do. Not what I want them to do yet. Let's run an RGB chase. Oh, see, that's nice. They look kind of like eyes. That's for a DJ set. I'm interested. I actually haven't played with these fixtures in real life. Do I have pixel control over them? Yes. Oh, but they're in a weird order. And they're often at weird angles as well. Oh no, they're not. They're just because I've got the... Oh no, they are off at weird angles. How bizarre. Alright, well what does a normal just dimmer chase look like across them? Yeah, it looks fairly shite. Cool. And then where's our Strooby Stroob? There is the RGB version. Not sure what I'll use that for yet. Anyway, shouldn't move the desk too much. Alright, so let's program a look. So we'll put the band lights in position. Clear once. We'll put the wash lights in position, and we'll make them blue, red. Oh, see, I want a sort of neutral color because we're programming sort of pre-position, so something you can go to when they start their set. Gives them enough light to start, and we'll do you for your first song, but it's not like you have to build too much. Cool. Alright. Doctor zoom out a bit as well. I'm happy with that, so I'm going to store that to a fader. Then we're going to run that fader, and then we're going to assign that. So we click assign, grab the fader, and then let's call this start. Big on lovely cryptic names. Lovely. Alright, I'm happy with that. Now, let's talk about the little toy on my desk here. Where can I put it? We can put it here. So this little toy that I've got is a MIDI fighter Spectra. Yes, Spectra. Multiple colours. I use it mainly for just colour palettes for fixtures, so I can busk off it. I actually haven't used it with a console yet because of the MIDI issues that I've got. You can't go straight into the console with it, but I'm working on a way of getting around that using a MIDI bridge. But anyway, we'll program this up. I'll show you what the MIDI looks like on this. So I've keyed in the MIDI already. We released on our Facebook page a link to an image of what all the buttons are. So all the channels are one, and then they just trigger what they need to. Programming in MA with MIDI, once set up with a MIDI device like this, is fantastic because go back to screen 2, call screen 1, because I can add in strobe jabs really quickly. because I just programmed to this like I normally do on the desk, because it knows what it's looking for. It just works. I wish MA2 had learn buttons so that you could just go, this is the MIDI trigger I want. But maybe in the next version. So let's do our sun strips as blinders. Oops. I'll remove this for a second and put it on my lap, just so it's still in camera view when we need it. So we'll grab sun strips at full, and I press the store button, and then I press one of the buttons on my my interface here, and it's done. And I've set these to record to button 201 through 215, so I've still got all my 101 keys here available to me. So then when we jump into command view, we can see our 201 buttons, and we can see there it is. And we'll do our assign trick, so we go assign, and we'll label this as sun flash. And then we can also do this. If we click assign, and where it says temp, we can change it to a temp or a toggle. We want a temp in this case, and we just click on the button, and now it's a temp. So I can... The visualizer isn't actually keeping up with how fast it is in real life. I assure you that when we're not limited on your capture program, you can see it flashing in the bottom of the MA window. I wonder if I'll bring up just the viz, it'll work faster. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Now anyway, so we've got one button done. What else do we need? We'll go with our Nexus in white, and we'll make them button 2, and then we'll go what we've got. Oh yeah, our P5. So I'll do the same thing with the P5, and we're also going to go. Kind of want to program her up, so you can tell that I work on the console, not the wing too often. Nope, wrong one. I can't remember the fixture IDs. Manually create the groups. All these part fixtures are annoying. So 26. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There to 21. 16. Oh, so it's 16 pixels. Let's create. Oh, do I assign it as a channel? That's not what I intended to do. 21. And we'll call this Nexus first. And then if we shift some things around, we'll put Nexus first here and just normal Nexus here. When we select these, in theory, they should just be the first 5. Cool. Alright, what we can do is, I only created a group. I want halves, so I pretty much want to be able to flash between the half of them. Now normally with fixtures, what you can do is you can have MA2 and just do even and odd. But in that case, that won't work because it'll still select the others. So you can only do by pixel, which is also a nice effect, but not useful in this case. So if I go all Nexuses minus Nexus 1, it gives me a group just of 2. Now I can do this, save it as Nexus 2, or second. Now we highlight off, I can record Nexus 1 at 100. And then I'm purposely dimming them in the programmer, because I want this one to be Nexus second at full. I'm going to have to update one of these in a second. And now when we do this one, then this one, I've got to temp them, but the first one's got issues. So off. I need to run this one. Tab. Second, and we won't tell that to actually be off. We click update. Ooh. Do here, and we go store. Overwrite. Oh, oops. No, we go merge. Store, merge, clear. And we click assign, temp, assign, temp, and then do this to my heart's content. So we'll assign the others as temps as well. Oops. So here we go. So I can flash everything I need to, just off buttons. And you can do your entire rig like this. It's a lot easier, especially if you've got a touring. I'll put this so you can actually see me doing it. It's really nice if you've got a touring LD who really likes to smash the console. It's really nice to be able to give them a cheap little MIDI control and be like, yeah, use this. It's also really good, I've seen it used for media servers. But there you go, that's MIDI. That's all we'll do in this video on MIDI. Now, what else do we want to do? Set up our view. Done effects. We've dealt with running effects over Speedmasters. I haven't had much sleep today, I'm a bit tired. What else shall we do? Got lots of options. I guess we could do a bit of bit mapping. Yeah, let's do a bit of that. So now we'll get to see whether I might just do the sun strips. Ah, so I already positioned the sun strips, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. So where are these nexuses? Oh good, it actually knows that they're different. But I wonder if it knows that it's pixel alignment. Ah, see, MA thinks these are sideways. Interesting. We might save bit mapping with sun strips for a next video. For now, let's just leave it here. I'll put all the source files up online shortly after the video goes up. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Feel free to continue emailing us. We love the feedback. We hope to be bringing you some real console videos soon. Some of you may be aware that for a while we were trialing the Patreon system just to see whether we could get donations. But I thought it was a bit preachy, so we've abandoned that one and we'll just rely on ad revenue. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video.